Good evening, everyone out there. I'm James Hill here in Baltimore, Maryland at TBankStadium. We are joined by a special gentleman, and he is the head coach of the Delaware State University Hornets. You know him. He doesn't have on the helmet, but he does have the clipboard and the knowledge of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach DeSEAN Jackson. Coach, thank you so much for your time. How are you, sir? And so far, what's it been like to coach the next generation of HBCU football players?
Man, I'm great. Thanks for asking, man. I'm excited to be in this position. It's been a dream come true for me to be able to lead these young men and their futures, and just really just putting the ball in front of them and understanding that, in life, we have goals that we all want to, accomplish, but, we got to put the work in, man. And I just been telling these guys, to fall in love with the process, fall in love with the grind, man. And, because when you do, man, anything in life, even if you're not good at it, you work so hard at it, then eventually you'll become great at it. So that's been my mentality. That's how I've been able to be successful in my career. Just really, man, giving these young men obstacles in life and do the same thing.
I was talking to Marquise, the running back, and he talked about how you and Portis and the all-star coaching staff, you guys are pouring into these gentlemen, and they're picking up so much knowledge just from listening and just being around you guys.
Yeah.
How beautiful is that when you can hand that information to young fellas, and they're working on their degrees, they're learning the game, and they're great human beings?
Yeah, I think, man, these young dudes, man, they've been through the pain, they've been through the fire, especially at Delaware State. It's been rough for them the past few years. So being able to come in and implement something different, rejuvenate them, get them, passionate on wanting to play football. A lot of these guys last year, they didn't have the passion to come after that week in, week out there losing, so it was tough. And as an athlete, winning, man, it's nothing like winning, That's the goal. We practice, we do all that stuff. We work so hard for that to be the goal of winning. And I think, for these guys, man, just really kind of letting them understand the obstacles. I keep going back to the obstacles because in life in general, regardless if it's the NFL or you working, there's going to be something that's going to be in your way. And how are you going to, navigate through that to be able to accomplish your goals? And I just think that for us, it's life goals. Sometimes it's not even about the X's and O's. It's more like, are you doing the right things? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you putting the right things in your body? So, being a professional athlete, those are things you have to worry about when you're successful and you play at that high level. It's all the little things.
The approach, when you get blessed and they say, hey, this is your stadium, the Hornet's Nest.
Yeah.
This is your university, the Delaware State University. This is your job. You're our head coach, so to speak, and they give you the keys. What's it like to take that program and move it forward to the next level?
Man, it's driven, man. I think, for me to be in this position, I wanted to implement and put people in position so it can move without me. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like, I put guys around me that has the experience. We have over 60 years of NFL experience. We have over 45 years of NCAA experience. So really just being able to have men around me that's going to help me be successful is the moral of my story. And, all these guys, position coaches, they're falling in love with, the grind and falling in love with helping them develop, you know what I'm saying? And, some of these guys weren't any good. Not to say weren't any good, but they have a lot of improvement. So trying to find that gap to say, okay, I have you at point A and let me get you to point B. So I think, just overall, that's kind of been our vision in helping pushing these guys and getting to where they want to be.
HBCU football has been around since the 1800s. Here we are at MEAC Media Day, year 55. How does it feel? What's it like to be home, so to speak?
Yeah, man, I was just saying, I played here in 2022. This was the last team I played for here, right here in DeBankStadium, whatever it is.
M&T?
Yeah, M&T Stadium. So, for me, man, it's crazy that I'm here now and I'm doing my first media day as a head coach. So, I don't want to get too excited because I like to, stay poised. But, man, training camp's around the corner and I'm fired up. And I'm really ready to get back right now to work. And, I'm just excited to see what this year is going to bring for us. But I'll definitely tell you this, look for the success. And we're going to be humble, but at the end of the day, we know what it is. I mean, we're ranked to be the last in our division. So we're going to take that on our chin and we're going to work hard. And we're going to surprise a lot of people.
In closing, is there anything you want to tell the Hornets Nation, the fans out there from LA to Baltimore to Dover down to Florida, on the moon for that matter? What do you want to tell everybody?
Just roll with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Get behind us, man. Support us. We need to support, man. I think what we're trying to do at Delaware State, be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be something that hasn't happened in a long time yet, you know? So I think that's just my driven, that's my focus, and, you know, just the more people we can have to support, the more better it's going to be for us at the nation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it from the newly installed head coach at the Delaware State University. You've seen him on Sundays. You know what he's about. He's a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. DeSEAN Jackson, and he is the head football coach of the Hornets. I'm James Hill at the Media Day here in Baltimore. I'm James Hill.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.